Welcome to the Imperial Brickz YouTube channel. It's Nixter here, and in this series, I've been collecting all of the characters or minifigures featured in LEGO Batman the video game. In this episode, we're going to be adding a new minifigure to the display here. We'll be adding a new extra kind of minifigure to the display, and we'll also be correcting one of the minifigures already in the display. Of course, if you want one of these for your own minifigure collection, you can find a link down in the description below. Without further ado, let's get right into this though. The guy we're correcting is the Zoo Sweeper, so let's go take a closer look at him. When it comes to the Zoo Sweeper minifigure, this guy has a couple of discrepancies when it comes to him, but the first thing we're going to address is his face print. This minifigure face print has black eyebrows, and I was fortunate enough to acquire the brown eyebrow version of the same head, so we're going to pop that off and just replace that. And just like that, we've got a correct, well, we'll make sure you can see his eyebrows now, a correct Zoo Sweeper minifigure. And that looks beautiful. Now, the other thing we have to address is the other version of this character, and I was fortunate enough to acquire that as well. So let's take a closer look at this guy. This is the same exact minifigure. It is the same torso print, but instead of the sand green with dark green, we've got tan with dark tan. And that's about it with this guy. The hat on this character does not have to be painted because LEGO actually made a tan style baseball hat. If you didn't notice, on this one it is painted, and it's a pretty good paint job. There is a little bit of a little scratch right there on the top, and I guess there's a little bit on the bill right there, but it doesn't stand out too much. So fortunately, well, not even fortunately, but unfortunately, there is no alternative, so that's going to have to do. But now we have both versions of the Zoo Sweeper minifigure that are featured in LEGO Batman the video game. One of them will stand in the place on the character selection screen, and the other one will just go off to the side where all of the other kind of extra characters are being displayed for the time being. The main character we're going to be adding to the LEGO Batman display today is Harley Quinn, and this is an official LEGO minifigure, so if you wanted to get one of these for your own collection, you would be able to find one on Bricklink, and as time goes on, I do plan on carrying more of the Batman kind of figures. Now, this figure, like I said, I did get it off Bricklink, and the print does not look too hot, unfortunately, on the top part of the torso there. Not sure if that's a common thing on the Harley Quinn torsos or that's just wear because this isn't actually a new minifigure. Just taking a quick look at the bottom of the legs, they do seem to be in pretty good condition, so I don't think this is used, but let me know in the comments if you have a Harley Quinn and it has the same kind of print issue on the top part of that little bib that she wears. It's doing it on the back too, so seems pretty consistent in my opinion, but there is also what seems to be a little mark on the lower side of the torso. But hey, it's going to be okay for now. Eventually, I'll probably try to get a more mint condition one, but for the time being, this is the Harley Quinn minifigure. It's pretty cool that they did the leg printing in black to kind of continue that stripe or checker pattern like they did on Two-Face. And the other thing worth mentioning, it's kind of an interesting factoid, but basically, I believe there are some Harley Quinn minifigures that have the white printed on top of the black, so you can actually see the whole outline of her body over the black checker pattern, which is something interesting because some people do have that figure, and it's probably worth way more than this one. It's not probably worth, it's definitely worth way more than this one. But it would be cool to add one of those eventually to the collection, but I don't think they're even any that you would find even on eBay, which is interesting. But this is the Harley Quinn minifigure. Let's go get all these figs added to the display, and we can wrap this episode up. First, we're going to add back the Zoo Sweeper minifigure, and I believe that when you try to play as him, it comes up as the sand green version, even though the character icon is the tan version. So we're going to leave that as part of the playable character display area, and we'll probably put the tan Zoo Sweeper on the same row next to the red Freeze Girl, so let's go grab him. Here is the tan Zoo Sweeper, and like I said, we're just going to put him right here next to the red Freeze Girl, and he's on the same row as the other one, so they're kind of close together for whatever that's worth. And here is the Harley Quinn minifigure, and she goes right here in the display next to the Penguin, not next to the Joker, which would have been a lot more appropriate, but probably has something to do with the order in which you unlock them or something. Honestly, couldn't tell you off the top of my head. But here is the LEGO Batman, the video game minifigure display so far. I think it's filling up very nicely, and hopefully by the time we get to the end of this year, we can be just about finished with this display, and then we'll be able to move on to the Indiana Jones collection. So definitely stay tuned for that. Also, people always ask me, what about the DS versions of the game characters? I would like to try to get those eventually as well. We're going to focus on the actual character selection screen kind of characters first. Obviously, if I can get my hands on other ones like the two that I have over here, I will, but I have not seen them, or maybe I have and I didn't even realize that I needed to get that character, but I'm definitely going to be trying to work on that. So stay tuned for more updates on the LEGO Batman minifigure display. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and go check out imperialbrickz.com for all your official LEGO Star Wars minifigure needs.